Greetings and salutations, friends. Thank you for joining me today. If you're new, please subscribe. It's free and it couldn't mean more to me. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for joining me. Seeing you again makes my day. Now, care packages. So much fun to decorate and fill with goodies to put a smile on our service members' faces. But customs forms. Those can be daunting. Where does the unit information go? What is APO or AE? And where does that fit into the puzzle? Sound familiar? Well, in this video, I hope to share with you the code and help you avoid the stress and trial and error that I experienced. Let's get started.
Alright, so here we are. This is a paper USPS customs form declaration. In the front there's some instructions, but I'm gonna handle that for you. So this part's pretty self-explanatory. You put your last name, first name, and middle initial, and then you just go ahead and put your address in the correct blocks. Here, this line is where you put your service member's name. This bit where it says business name, this is where you put their unit information, division, all of that. And on address 1, that's where you put the letters that signify the forward operation space. Make sure you put your postal code in the right space, unlike me. And there in the country, you actually just leave it blank. The city is the APO, FPO, and state is AE. Always mark this as a gift. I'm not sure why, but it was stressed to me. So down here is where you list each individual item, how many of each item that you have, and their cost, and you have to put the total. Over on this side, there's not really a whole lot. You can put each other's email addresses if you choose. It sometimes makes it easier to keep information moving in the right direction. The rest of it's pretty unimportant. Measure your box, put the length, width, and height in there. I always mark return to sender, but that is 100% up to you. You could treat it as abandoned, and then you have to sign and date it. And you need to press hard enough that it reaches all the way to the back. Other than that, you're all set. Alright, so online customs forms. Welcome to my desktop. Go ahead and go on Chrome or whatever you choose. I will provide the link to the USPS in my description below. Just click that. Then go ahead right there, print postage and forms. And here it should take you here. I'm blocking out my address. But when you open it, it should look about like this. So go ahead, fill in your name, and then of course your address. Of course, I'm not using my address for safety reasons. I am making this up as I go along. You can save it to your address book if you plan to use it again and get updates as it's tracking. I choose to do both. Then down here, you're going to leave that as United States. Put in your service member's name. I can't type. And then at the company level, there you go ahead and again, you put in the unit and company information. This is again made up for safety reasons. Then on street address, you put the letters for the fob again. Your service member should provide you with these, or your FRG. And then for city, that's where you put the APO, FPO, or any other of those. State, you scroll down. I use AE, but that may be different for you. And put in the appropriate postal code. I again choose to save it to my address book. You can notify the recipient. Now you need to pick a shipping date. I choose to ship it today. Now I usually do flat rate. If not, you need to put in the details of your box. Then you want to put the total cost of everything that's going into your box. I highly recommend figuring this out beforehand. I'll show you why in a little bit. Then you scroll down, and if there's all the check marks, you go press that button, and then you pick the box that you are shipping. I pretty much always use a large flat rate box, so I click that, and that's what I will end up paying. Now, if your box totals less than $50 in value, you get insurance for free. More than, you pay a couple of dollars for insurance. Tracking is free, which is wonderful, and again, you get to choose whether you return it to sender or treat it as abandoned. And there's your total. You'll pay it right here on the computer. All right, so here is where you will choose that it is a gift. The rest of that you don't need to deal with unless you choose other, and then you need to describe the contents. Now here you describe each item individually and how much it costs, how many are in the box of that particular item, and I highly recommend getting a kitchen scale for this because you actually do need to put the weights if you do this online. And then click Add Item to List and you are good. Now continue with the same process, every other item that's in your box. I'm making, again, all of this up as an example, but you will go ahead and put what you have included in your box. Alright, now here's where I mean by totaling your items beforehand. Even though we included a valid value, we exceeded the package limit. So I ran into this in my last box. I ended up not putting their exact prices. So I recommend that you do beforehand so that you know how much to insure your box for. Now just scroll down, make sure everything is all set and correct. Again, this is not, you don't have to do anything here. Go ahead and continue. Now I've blocked out my husband's actual address, and you go ahead, check it all through again. This is the price you will pay in just one moment. You're done.
So there we have it. Just carry the paper or printed customs forms and your box into your local post office and they can take it from there. Now on the paper customs forms, if you run out of room while listing the items that are in the box, you will need to use multiple of the same customs form. Also, before I forget, you can get a free military care kit. I will include a link to that location on the USPS website in my description box below. There you can request one or however many you need. If you would like to see the first care package I sent, go ahead and subscribe, hit that notification bell right next to the subscribe button, and it will notify you when that video is released. I so much appreciate you watching this video. Please like and share it with your family and friends. Follow me on Facebook and Instagram and know that I can't wait to see you in the next one. Have a great, safe day. Bye!